So I found this video. It's called Mizzy from Viral Prankster to Prison. So if y'all don't know who Mizzy is, he was basically this very popular prankster, if you want to call him that, from a couple of years ago. And yeah, he would basically just upload these TikToks of him harassing people and like you've probably seen his videos of him walking into houses and stealing old ladies' dogs, so that kind of thing. This dude was wild. He was an actual menace. I knew something happened to him, but I wasn't sure exactly what happened to him. So I guess we're about to find out.
It's May of 2023 in London. You're on your way to work, about to board a train. Right as you're about to leave the station,
Nothing good happens in London. That's the first red flag.
you hear screaming.
Hey, how did you get in there? Hey, let me get in here. Yo, son!
Hey, what?
Hey, the man, let's
Bro. He thinks he's in Fortnite. What is this?
Hello, can I call the police? The people on the train.
Why is he talking like that? Bro, the confidence you have to do something like this is actually wild. Like, I don't know, man.
This is one of the most prolific TikTok pranksters of all time, and hijacking a train is just the latest in a long string of crimes and public disturbances he's created, all to gain clout online.
Wait, what? He's riding your bike through a store? That's not that bad. Let's be real.
In fact, he's been terrorizing the city for well over a year, and millions of people know his name by this point.
YouTuber and TikToker Mizzy has been fined £365.
Now the £365? I'm not from there, but like that's not that much, right? I don't know. Okay, we got YouTube.
His name is Mizzy.
This week, a social media prankster named Mizzy has generated headlines of abject outrage for so-called pranks.
Mizzy, you know, the one who likes to play pranks. You know, walk into people's houses, steal old ladies' dogs and film it because it's hilarious, according to him.
That he's called Mizzy because he's missing a few brain cells.
An 18-year-old teenager has been
he got cooked
days after being fined for entering someone's home without permission. Mizzy posted a video on his social media of the arrest this morning. Earlier this week, he pleaded guilty and apologised after being handed a criminal behaviour order for filming himself entering private residences and posting them on social media.
This is the story of the insane rise and colossal fall of one of the internet's most prolific pranksters, Mizzy.
Oh shit! All right.
But before we get into that,
these fucking ads, bro.
June 15th, 2022. A young woman is walking down the street, texting on her new iPhone. It's a beautiful day. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, when all of a sudden, the phone is gone. Somebody wearing a mask swiped it right out of her hands and is now riding away at full speed on a green lime e-bike. A few blocks away,
I'm confused. There's no video of this? Why is he like recreating this?
Approached the man with the stolen phone for unrelated reasons, and he throws the phone in a bush and flees. He gets away from the police thinking he's home free. As he approaches the next street, 3 men get out of an unmarked car. More police. The man flees again, but this time they catch him, hiding behind a tree. The person they arrest is Bakari Ogaro. In court later, Bakari would argue that
okay, so that wasn't a TikTok he made? He was just being a menace?
It wasn't him that stole the phone, but his friend who handed it to him. Even though the incident happened in the summer of 2022, the judge wouldn't make a verdict until the summer of 2024. Bakari would have to wait and see what the outcome of the case would be for almost 2 years. In the meantime, he had dreams, big dreams. He was going to get famous on social media and make a
running on cars is crazy as shit. I'd be pissed.
By any means necessary. Bakari created an alter ego who would do pranks and stir up all kinds of trouble to go viral. And that alter ego was called Mizzy. Mizzy started off small, riding bikes through shops, jumping on the counter at McDonald's,
that's not that
just being a general nuisance to society. He didn't gain a lot of
jumping on the counter is a little bit bad, but
followers at first, so he decided to raise the stakes.
Is this my Uber train?
Come on, man. Attention is crazy.
Hello? What do you do? What do you do here? Go away! I'm calling the police! I'm just...
Wait, what?
The police is here! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away!
Okay, that can't be the first time this guy has seen him. Like, what?
He started getting in a bunch of random people's cars and pretending he thought they were Uber. He also started harassing people at bus stops like this guy.
Wait, what?
And Mizzy even bragged
Is this dude Kanye West? What
about
the fuck?
stealing this hat.
Guys, I'm a fucking Jew.
Now, you may have noticed something in common about the last few prank victims of Mizzy's. They all appear to be Jewish. Articles and blog posts started popping up in late 2022,
He's a
like
racist.
this one titled, Mizzy Bakari Ogaro, the prankster who likes to stir up anti-Semitism. By this point, a local Jewish
This dude
movement
is
watch
actually
organization
Kanye West.
started cataloging Mizzy's
What the
videos, geolocating them, and date stamping them,
Oh,
and then tagging the local police. Mizzy was
the
not
feds are on
going
him.
to get away with this, and he didn't. On January 18th, 2023, Mizzy was arrested for assaulting Orthodox Jews in the Stamford Hill area of London. At the same time, Mizzy had built up 30,000 subscribers with 2 million views on YouTube, 57,000 followers on Instagram, and a sizable following on TikTok too, but that account had recently been banned. The arrest didn't deter Mizzy at all, and he was quickly back on the street with a fresh TikTok account and new prank ideas to get even more famous. He started surfing buses and even trains, but putting his own life in danger wasn't enough for Mizzy.
This dude is actually
If he wasn't
important.
tormenting random innocent people in public, was he really even a prankster? This led to Mizzy doing a prank that got under a lot of people's skin in particular.
Bro, this is the video. Y'all have had to have seen this video.
Hello. Hi. You got a nice dog? Sorry? You got a nice dog? She's lovely. She's. How many dogs? Big gang, whole lot of gang shit. We outside.
We outside. Guys, we're outside. We're outside.
Dog. We outside every single time.
I personally can't think of a better way to get famous online than stealing an old lady's puppy. It's absolutely genius. Now, Mizzy did.
The sad thing is like anyone can get famous or like go viral nowadays. It's just like who can do the most fucked up thing. Like that's why you see all these people like clips of kick streamers and stuff doing these like crazy things. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly sad, bro.
Bring the puppy back, and the lady's being completely nice and chill about it. I think most people would have been screaming and flipping out. So
Bro, she's an old lady. What is she supposed to do?
Seems to have stolen a puppy from an actual saint. Mizzy would later argue that she was in on it in an interview with The Independent, saying, "I said to her that if the dog came up to us again, having already came up to us 3 times, that I was going to take her dog, and she laughed and said, 'My grandson has seen you on TikTok.'"
Yeah,
okay, Mizzy, if you
I'm
threaten
sure,
someone
bro.
with a crime, that doesn't make them in on the crime. That's like saying, "I slipped the bank teller a note saying I was going to rob them, so the bank teller was in on it." No, they weren't. You just told them what you were going to do right before you did it. Can you imagine the cutest little puppy coming up to you in a park, probably wanting to play with you, and your reaction is to get mad and steal it? Truly, we are dealing with a top-tier prankster here. But harassing people in public wasn't getting Mizzy famous fast enough, so he came up with a plan. What if he just walked into their homes?
Walking into random
Oh, snap. Okay, yeah, y'all have definitely seen these, bro. These were wild. Fucking crazy. There's a little kid. There was like, how many? Bro. There's like 2 little girls right there. Like, come on, bro. That's
Nothing
actually
really
sad.
came of this first home invasion other than Mizzy being handed a community protection notice from the courts, ordering.
That's fucking wild, bro. Do they not do shit over there? Like, bro, in America, I don't know how it is over there, but in America, like, if you did something like that, maybe it's not legal for them to do it over there. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But if you did something like that over here, bro, you get fucking blasted. That shit would be so dangerous over here.
To trespass on private property. Mizzy promptly crumpled this
And you would
quarter
get in
up
trouble if
and
that
threw it in
happened
the
too.
trash.
Like,
so far,
what are they
Mizzy was
doing?
known locally in London for his pranks, but he wanted to be a true viral star on the internet. So he decided to try and start a new trend on TikTok. He called this bright idea, walking into random houses.
WTF,
Yo, fire prank. He said, "What the fuck? This is too mad and too far. At Secret Mizzy, is this not by him?" He obviously knows this is too far.
James?
I'm assuming this is by him, right?
James? James? Hi. You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James.
Huh.
Hi. James.
Is this where the study group is?
No. No. What door number is this? No.
Study group.
Bro. He said, "Is this a study group?" The dude's kicking him out the house. He goes into the living room and sits down. What the bro?
Wait, this is not where the study group is.
got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was a study group. I actually thought And this is the study group.
This home invasion went further
No,
than the
bitch, that's not the study group. What the fuck?
last one. Instead of walking in and giggling and then running away, Mizzy and his cohorts made themselves at home while the family, including children, were extremely alarmed. Mizzy did later say that he returned to the house the next day and apologized, but the damage was already done. The video went viral. Mizzy also decided around this time that he would switch up his content and do some hard-hitting street interviews with random people.
Nice.
But these interviews were unique because Mizzy had just one question to ask people.
What are you telling me? Do not die. Sorry, what? Do not die. What? Do not die.
Not nice, bro. What is that?
Bro, what do you mean
What
do
the
not die?
fuck?
Hey, yo, come here, fam.
Oh, okay. I was actually thinking this dude was about to do something maybe good. Switch up the content, you know. It's getting a little dry. You know, I'm sorry for harming these people. Are you ready to die?
Oh, hey, yo, do not die, bro. Do not die, bro. Hey, yo, do not die. Do not die. Hey, bro, I just had die, bro. Oh, go on. Oh, go on.
Alright, bro. What is that guy?
I saw you from over there, fam. What are you looking at, fam? What? What? Do not die. What? Do not die.
What are you talking about, man?
Do you want to die?
No, leave me alone, man.
What do you mean? Hey, yo, come here. Hey, yo, come here.
Y'all make sure to follow at Mizzy Graham.
Hey, back it out, bro.
Drop some love.
Why are you going into a shop for? Back it out, fam.
Leave me alone.
Back it out, bro. Back it out, bro. It's just dye, bro. It's just hair dye, bro. It's just hair dye, bro. Look, the camera's right there, bro. Because you can actually die. And you actually die and it won't be no hair dye thing.
What? Okay. Well, so what was the point of that prank?
Fun, fam. It's you with the glasses. Bro, yeah, do not die. What? Oh, no, it's not. Basically, man, saw you from over there, yeah? Take a seat, bro. Alright, can you take a seat then?
Within a week of his home invasion, Mizzy's social media accounts were blowing up, and it looked like he was finally getting the
Who is
infamy
watching
he was
this?
looking for.
Who is watching this?
It's your boy Mizzy, and today we are going viral, lads. More viral than I've been in the past like 2-3 years.
Okay, I have a question. What is the point? Is this just attention? Because I don't see how he could even be like gaining anything off of this other than like views. But even if he gets views off of this, how is he like profiting? Like, he's not making money. There's no fucking way. He's not getting brand deals and sponsorships, I'd assume, unless it's like some free V-Buck type shit. Like, what does he get from this? Is it just attention? Like, I'm so confused.
Like, I started social media since I was 8, been doing videos, been making bangers, been blowing up since I was young. But this right here,
making bangers, yo.
Reposts, tweets, bro, you guys already know what I'm talking about, bro.
But while Mizzy was blissfully bragging about his follower count, members of parliament had taken notice, and they were not happy about Mizzy's antics, with some directly telling the police to take action. One MP, Susan Hall, was quoted as saying, "No legitimate social media platform should be hosting this thug's violent videos. Please can you urgently update the public as to what is being done to locate and apprehend this criminal?" The Metropolitan Police announced that they were looking to speak to anyone with information that could help them find Mizzy. The manhunt was underway. And it didn't last long. The next day on May 22nd, the Metropolitan Police found and arrested Mizzy. His TikTok was banned, and his YouTube, with 39,000 subscribers at the time, was removed for breaching the terms of service. Mizzy had become so universally despised for his pranks by this point that someone sent a very enthusiastic voice note to the police, thanking them for arresting him.
Thank you.
What?
I think I speak for everyone when I say we've been waiting for this day, you know. I've been waiting so long to see this man behind bars in prison where he belongs. Every day, we're outside sneaking into McDonald's and doing all those jobless things. He even has a daughter, apparently. Come on now, that's unacceptable. We're outside. No, you're inside behind bars where you belong. Thank you, London Nets.
This dude is fucking insane. What is he talking about?
One day Mizzy was arrested, Critical uploaded a video called Worst Prankster Ever that showed the home invasions up to that point and a couple of the more egregious pranks Mizzy had done. This video quickly cleared 3 million views and helped bring Mizzy into the forefront of mainstream.
Is that not a bad thing though? Like, I mean, he's bringing him more eyes, more attention. I mean, I know he's already banned, but like, I don't know. I mean, because he's not profiting off of this. Like, it seems like his goal is to get attention and views. And I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love Charlie, but like, isn't that feeding into exactly what he wants?
YouTube's consciousness. With his TikTok and YouTube channels banned, Mizzy would have to start all over and create new accounts if he wanted to continue his downward spiral into internet infamy. But he couldn't do that while he was locked up waiting for his day in court. After a couple days behind bars on the 24th, Mizzy was brought in front of a judge to be sentenced for his latest home invasion. Mizzy's lawyer told the judge that Mizzy had apologized to the family and that he was raised by a single parent with a difficult upbringing, saying he is an intelligent young man with some potential. With all this in mind, the judge made her decision.
YouTuber and TikToker Mizzy has been fined $360.
Okay, so he got fined $365 for that? Like, bro, that could cost you your life over here. Like, that's wild, bro. They don't do shit over there.
£5 and is banned from using social media after his latest prank video of him entering someone's house without permission led him to handing himself in for arrest. Today in court, he was given a criminal behaviour order, which bans him from doing that again. Also, he's banned from retail stores, schools, and Westfield Stratford until 2025. If he breaches the order, he could go to prison.
People were not happy that Mizzy got off with a fine and restrictions on posting to social media. A popular post on the UK subreddit from that day shows how outraged people were.
Okay, yeah, like that's bad, right? Okay, yeah, I know I'm not tripping, right?
A fine?
A fine?
A fucking fine for stealing dogs and invading other people's homes? For sake. Other commenters said he should be banned from social media, and in fact he already was. Mizzy's new strategy was to upload videos to a private WhatsApp group and to a private Snapchat, and then have other people upload those videos on social media for him.
Genius, bro. That might be the genius technique, yo.
He would start using what he must have thought was this big-brained legal loophole the very same day he got out of jail. But before that, Mizzy left the courthouse and went to be interviewed on Piers Morgan's talk show just hours after being set loose.
Go up to women in the street and say, "Do you want to die?"
It wasn't a woman, it was a man, and she even
There were also women that you did this to.
There was women there, but I only say it to the man.
Right. You shouldn't be saying it to anybody.
Brilliant legal defense from Mizzy here. So it's only a problem to ask women if they want to die. Totally cool to ask it to dudes. So Mizzy's up 1-0.
Why cause so much alarm and distress to so many people? Do you get your kicks out of doing that?
Not necessarily, but you could say that this whole public outroar just makes me laugh because people are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them.
What kind of fucking psychotic thinking is that? Bro, that's not the issue, bro. I don't know, bro. Something is wrong with this guy. I don't know. I want to understand his motive. I want to understand why he even like did all this in the first place.
This whole argument is crazy to me. So people are only allowed to be outraged when something happens directly to them. If you stop and think about this for 5 seconds, the whole idea is psychopathic. Basically, you're saying that empathy should not exist. Can you imagine a guy walking down the street, sees like 9/11 happen, and he's like, well, I didn't personally get hurt, so I don't care. But I guess this is probably the kind of mindset you would have to grab an old lady's dog and run off, or invade people's homes for content and then be completely defiant about it.
A lot of the stuff that you do
could have consequences
far more serious. But you don't care, do you? As long as you get a laugh.
I have remorse. I have remorse for all of these
things. You don't have any remorse.
What do you mean I don't have any remorse? How are you trying to tell me?
You have no remorse.
Are you in my life? Do you live in my life?
Huh?
Are you there for my pranks? Have you been there in my life?
What's your life? Tell me.
You tell me my life.
Presumably this is
Bro, whatever happens in your life does not excuse the things that you do to other people. I mean,
presumably,
are you about,
life.
Presumably, you're about to tell me the sob story, are you? What's the sob story?
There's no sob story.
Well, go on then. What's so bad about your life that makes you do this?
My whole life, innit? I just do it for fun. On or off camera, I do my thing.
Tell me about your life.
So this dude is actually a psychopath. Like, if he actually does do it off camera, like, this dude is actually like fucking crazy.
What justifies this? What's happened to you that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Are you trying to get onto me because I'm black? Because I guarantee
because you're black?
Yeah, I guarantee if
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
Is this not the fucking dude who was doing all that shit to the Jews? Am I wrong?
No. Why would I care what colour your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
Yeah, so are you. So
this show's called Uncensored. I think you're an idiot for what you've been doing. Okay. I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin colour.
Really? Okay, you don't have to mention it.
That's wild.
I don't care about your skin colour, Mizzy. I care about the fact that you've been terrorising all these people for a sustained period of time. I also care about the fact you've only got a tiny fine today no deterrent to you whatsoever. You don't.
That is
any
wild,
real
bro.
remorse.
That is wild.
You don't really care, do
The
you?
UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not, the UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault.
He is right about
This
that.
was a
He is
pretty
right.
pivotal point in the interview, I thought, because Piers, while berating Mizzy, does give him an opening to tell his story from his perspective, which I and probably a lot of other people were interested in hearing. But instead, he pushed back and jumps from, "You're only criticizing me because I'm black," to, "It's not my fault the UK laws are weak." I think if someone was trying to cook up an unlikable character in a lab, they would have a hard time coming up with a person as unlikable as Mizzy. And while
But that is true. Like, I want to know, like, how did he get to this point? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's just so much that is unanswered. I mean, I haven't watched the whole video, so I don't know. Maybe he turns his life around or whatever. But like, what? Why? Just why? But the whole question is why. I don't know.
While the courts had treated Mizzy with a light touch up until this point, they were watching this interview, and everything he said was being noted by MPs, judges, and prosecutors across the city. Over the next couple of days, Mizzy would post tons of videos, including this one where he boards a train and he and his group start messing with the controls.
So he was threatening to go to prison at this point, right? So is that like not bad enough for him? I mean, obviously the feds are on him, right? So like, I don't know. I guess it's just the thrill of attention. I don't know. Bro, this dude's gonna lock all the doors and all the people. These people are probably like fearing for their life, thinking these are like terrorists. Like,
An 18-year-old teenager has been arrested again days after being fined for entering someone's home without permission. Mizzy posted a video on his social media of the arrest this morning. Earlier this week, he pleaded guilty and apologised after being handed a criminal behaviour order for filming himself entering private residences and posting them on social media. He appeared at Thames Magistrates Court and has been fined £365.
Wait, that's the guy arresting him? Like,
Mizzy had managed to stay out of handcuffs
no offense
for
to him,
all
but
of
like,
2 days. After the Metropolitan Police saw him posting videos grabbing a school kid and fighting a dwarf after he left the Piers Morgan interview, they determined he had probably broken his criminal behavior order, even if he was finally fighting people on the same level as him. The same day of his arrest, May 26th, The Independent posted an interview they did.
Wait, what did this guy say?
The same level as him. Probably broken his criminal behavior order, even if he was finally fighting people on the same level as him.
Bro, he said even if he was fighting people on the same level as him, that's fucking crazy.
Same day of his arrest, May 26th,
why
The Independent
is he
posted
throwing
an interview they did with Mizzy
at the
that makes him
little guy,
sound like a very normal individual. He had told them controversy, even though it's not good, is the best way to blow up on social media. I always know outrage is going to happen. I know exactly what I'm doing and the consequences of my own actions.
I don't know if y'all saw it. He just took that girl's skateboard and threw it down. Did he just fall? What the fuck?
I tell people not to reciprocate what I've done. It's the fact that people are talking that's important. One person who wasn't talking to Mizzy was his mother. She let him sit in jail that night as he awaited the judge's orders and told the press that he wasn't welcome back home. The next day, while Mizzy was still sitting in jail, the train video he had posted a couple days earlier went viral. He caught 3 more charges and would remain in jail until his next court hearing in a couple of days.
Bro.
After the hearing, Mizzy posted a
He
triumphant
needs to go to prison. Why was he not in
video of
prison?
himself leaving the jail.
I guess he does go to prison. But...
Hey.
Over the next few days, though, it seemed like Mizzy was starting to think about his actions, despite his best efforts to the contrary. On the 31st, he posted a long tweet where he called his latest home invasion a very dumb, stupid mistake, and claimed that he had gone back to the house the next day and apologized to the family off camera. He also posted a long video along with this.
You may know me as the TikTok terror from the Piers Morgan show. You may know me as this menace on the news articles. They've just been painting me out as this bad guy. But I want you guys to know that I'm actually not this bad guy. Mizzy and Bakari are 2 different people, isn't it? Bakari is the mastermind behind Mizzy. And I know Mizzy has made some harsh decisions and harsh pranks. Like,
this is bizarre.
This is bizarre. Okay, maybe this kind of answers some more questions, right? At least gives like kind of a clue. I don't know. I feel like this is a clue. I feel like maybe what he was trying to do is he was trying to build all this attention and like hype around his name, so that way maybe at some point he could just, you know, flip it around, get a little head start into whatever he decides to do. Maybe his plan wasn't always to just be this menace, because you can't really profit off of that, but maybe he was gonna turn that notoriety into something else. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know.
It's one thing to say your social media personality is a character, which is pretty normal. It's a completely other thing to say that the character makes their own decisions independent of you. Is this like a Fight Club situation, but instead of Tyler Durden, you've got
this dude schizophrenic? Like, what?
Split personality who just goes out and steals dogs and asks people if they want to die?
Not all my pranks are bad. Like, the media picks and chooses what pranks they want to put out there for people to have their own.
What was a good prank?
And that's why all of this controversy started.
Saying that you're being misrepresented by the media only works for people who have some good highlights and contrasts.
Okay, also, is this his channel? Or is this like a re-upload? Because what are these views? He's not even getting views. I don't know. Maybe this is another like re-uploading channel. I don't know.
Bad. What should the media show instead to paint you in a good light? A clip where you get into random people's cars and pretend to think it's Uber? A clip where you hop a train turnstile? And
where's a good video in here?
The same thing. A clip where you strip down to your underwear and terrorize different shops? There's just so many wholesome moments to choose from. 2 days later, on June 2nd, Mizzy's mom gave an interview to the Daily Mail where she said he needed to get a job. And after hearing his mom say that, Mizzy listened and got a job at the same grocery store he had ridden his bike through. Just kidding. He did another home invasion.
Random, bro. So we're baking in the block here with the guys.
Damn.
I saw a door that's open, and I know I went prison for this, and I know it's stupid. I know this guy's gonna say no, yeah, but bro, you have to do it. Bro.
Chill out.
Walking
I already told you.
Why does that guy look like that in the back? What the fuck? Why does he look like that?
Walking into random houses, bro.
Freaky dude.
For the guys, bro. We got outside movement.
One more time.
What kind of people are these people? Guys, we're about to break into someone's house.
Oh shit. There's people in there.
They're walking into people's rooms. What the fuck? And being loud about it? With the dog? Oh no. The dog's fucking chasing them?
This one
should have ate their ass. What?
Seems different than the other home invasions. The little intro segment with the porn acting.
Freaky dude in the back, bro. Why's he got his tongue out? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Walking into people's houses. That's got to be worse than other ones.
It's not that convincing. But
I'm just saying, this is probably way worse than just
still
walking
wasn't
in
getting the views and followers he wanted, and home invasions just weren't paying the bills like they used to. So he rallied a bunch of his followers to convince the world that shopping is an illusion.
Reality is an illusion, bro. Bro, hey, what's all of this, boss? What's all of that, bro? Yo, what's all of that, bro? What's all, boss? Hey, yo, bro. It's an illusion, bro. It's an illusion. It's a. I got it running.
Bro.
Hey, grab that.
This shit is just evil.
Hey, what?
How was it a prank?
Nobody's really sure what shopping is an illusion actually means. I have a feeling it has
What
something
the
to do
fuck
with
does that
getting
mean,
advice
bro?
from Andrew and Tristan Tate, as he had recently started talking about.
Bro, I don't know. This dude is just like, I don't know, man. I mean, if walking into people's houses, getting arrested, that wasn't bringing him enough views, like, how far can you go? And, like, also at the same time, like, this prank in particular, like,
It has something to do with Mizzy getting advice.
straight up just, like, messing up the store. Like, walking into people's houses, that's probably worse than this, technically. But you could probably consider it, like, no one's being harmed, whatever, other than, like, their, like, personal space. I'm not saying it's right. But, like, this...
Advice from Andrew and...
This is just, like... actually like ruining people's day. Like, this is actually like harming businesses and shit. Like, I don't know.
Tristan Tate, as he had recently started talking about the Matrix. I bet that shopkeeper wished that gang of kids was an illusion. At this point in the summer of 2023, Mizzy was still under his criminal behavior order not to post videos that show anyone else in them without everyone's consent, which turned out to be a problem when Mizzy went to a massive music festival the day after the Shopping is an Illusion video came out and started posting videos of himself dancing and giving interviews. There were tons of people in the background that hadn't given their consent to be in the videos. To be honest though, can you really blame the guy? Cardi headlined the first night. I'd probably forget about the conditions of my probation too the minute Vamp Anthem starts playing. But the Metropolitan Police were not true vamps and arrested Mizzy yet again. Mizzy ended up disappearing from the internet for a few weeks after this, which is not like him at all.
He just keeps getting away with it. Like, He's going to keep doing the same shit. I mean, how many times has he been arrested at this point? 3, 4 times?
Then, after 20 days had gone by, he posted a video explaining why he had disappeared.
Look, I had to cut all my hair off. Oh my God. I don't know if you saw that last video.
It looks like the Black Tyler one, bro.
Yeah, I did get sectioned. Got a section under Section 2 of the Mental Health Act. I was in a mental health institution for 20 days, bro. They violated my thing, bro. Bro, there was a violation. But we outside.
Section 2 is a pretty serious involuntary commitment to a mental health facility and is used by the government to assess if someone is suffering from a mental disorder. Now, I'm no psychiatrist, but if I had to guess, I'd say they probably diagnosed him with TikTok brain rot and set him loose.
Oh, you got him. You got him.
So did the action in London. In August, mass crowds of organized shoplifters descended upon the shops on Oxford Street. A once beloved shopping district now turned into a bunch of those tourist gift shops with bobbleheads and giant bags of peanut M&Ms. And I'm speaking from experience. I was there recently. The M&Ms were good. And wouldn't you know who appears in the background of a lot of these videos? Our boy Mizzy. Like the Joker watching his clowns terrorize Gotham.
He's like
one article about the August...
He's like the one, the Bill Clinton kid, I think. I think that's what people called him. He's just like in every video.
This incident was titled, "Oxford Street Isn't Safe Anymore. Worried shoppers reveal how TikTok-inspired looting has left them nervous, as experts blame rising crime, COVID, and online shopping for London District's demise." And I just gotta say, TikTok-inspired looting is one of the craziest phrases I have ever heard in my life.
Mizzy,
TikTok-inspired
the one who likes to play pranks, walk into people's houses, steal old ladies' dogs and film it because it's hilarious, according to him. He didn't turn up to court last week, but he did turn up to this event. He said strictly as an observer. He filmed a video himself. Considering he didn't turn up to court last week, why didn't the cops arrest him?
Well, I'm not quite sure whether a warrant was issued for him or not, but I can exclusively reveal this morning that he's called Mizzy because he's missing a few brain cells.
As the summer went on, so did Mizzy's pranks. He looked to be trying his hand at different things, posting a video with his son, a school ID
son
saying he was going to try and further his...
How old is this guy? I thought he was a teenager. I mean, maybe he is.
Education now, and a music video about the Matrix. But don't worry, he still posted a clip of himself jumping on the roof of somebody's Mercedes just for good measure. But it seemed like Mizzy slowed down the pranks as summer turned into fall, maybe because he knew the courts were taking a serious look at him.
Vandalizing people's property, like him getting that dirty ass feet prints on their car. Like
some upcoming hearings. If Mizzy was scared of what was coming, he would turn out to be right. In October, Mizzy appeared in court over the charges that he had breached the court order.
I'm not gonna lie, this video is kind of funny. I can't
without everyone's consent. Specifically, the videos he posted the same day he got out of jail last time and appeared on Piers Morgan. Mizzy's little scuffle with the little man was going to end up costing him big. Mizzy's defense was that his friend was logged into his account and posted the videos without his permission. He also argued that the school kid and the man with dwarfism were in on the joke and had given their consent for the videos to be taken. Mizzy's lawyer argued that he was a young man who had shown a lack of maturity, adding that he is making attempts to better himself.
What attempt? What the fuck kind of attempt is he making?
For some reason, the judge didn't seem to like the fact that Mizzy bettering himself included home invasions, fistfights, train hijackings, and organizing flash mobs to destroy shops. Mizzy was found guilty on 2 of the 4 charges of breaking the court order and would have to return later for sentencing. Finally, in November, Mizzy went to court again to be sentenced. He was probably expecting another stern talking to and a small fine just like before. The judge told Mizzy that his actions had been motivated by a desire to receive money and designer clothes from sponsors, and continued, "Your further..."
So, okay, that halfway, that answers my question, but I don't know if I believe that. Like, what people are sponsoring him? How is he affording designer clothes off of this? Like, in what way do you profit? I mean, it didn't seem like he was getting that many views or even really subscribers or followers off of this, like from himself. I mean, maybe like other people who posted him. So like, how is he profiting off of this? How is he getting the money from this? I don't know.
Offending was motivated by your desire to be famous. Your actions caused innocent members of the public significant harm and distress. You claimed on national television that the law was weak. Put bluntly, your pranks are not funny. This is a man who has stepped over the line of order in a deliberate way. You need to understand the seriousness of your situation now. Mizzy's social media ban was strengthened and he was ordered to not share any videos or contribute to other people's social media accounts for 2 years. He was ordered not to trespass on private property or enter the E12 area of London and was handed a £154 fine.
Wait, what? So nothing happened? Wait, isn't that even lower than what happened before? I don't. Let me keep watching.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Oh, and one more thing. He was sentenced to 18 weeks in prison.
Wait, how long is 18 weeks? It's too late for math, but
in his prison cell, he had a lot of time to think about the past, how he had started out as a good student, but in year 7, he made a point to start antagonizing his teachers and fellow students, how he had brought a BB gun to school and shot his friend, how the administrator...
I don't know how it's like over there, but if that happened, you could not do that shit over here. You would get arrested. Like in my school, we had to go on a whole lockdown for like the whole day because we thought the place was about to get blasted up, all because of a phone call. Like that was just a prank. It wasn't even like real. They do not take anything seriously over there.
Out of the school. How his mother's face looked that same day. How he bounced from school to school after acting out for years after that. How he barely finished his schooling, but finally did at a place called the Boxing Academy, where the punishment was push-ups instead of detention. And most of all, Mizzy had time to think about his son. What would happen to him if Mizzy wasn't in his life? Would he be able to live a better life?
Okay, so like that is his son. How old is? I don't see how you could do all that stuff while having a kid, bro. Focus on your kid. Like, what are you doing?
Dad, or was he doomed to repeat the same cycle, ending up in the same spot 18 years later? And so Bakari made a decision. He knew what he had to do right then and there.
I apologize to all the victims in the past that I've may have caused distress to, may have harassed, may have mentally tormented in any type of way. I apologize to them because I didn't mean to do that, and I was just having fun at the moment, but I didn't realize that it would have negative repercussions and negative effects on their psychological way of thinking. So I apologize for that.
After his time in jail, Mizzy seems to have a completely different mindset. He has repeatedly apologized for all the pranks and is working on getting his certificate to work in construction. And he has an internship from a news outlet writing articles. Instead of focusing his life around becoming infamous on social media, his new goal is to make sure his son can have a better life.
Okay, you know what? That's actually, I was about to say, like, I didn't buy into that whole apology thing. You see that all the time, but like when I heard the construction thing, like that kind of changed my mind on it. And also the fact that he kind of wants to get away from the social media. My theory was he was gonna do all these he was just gonna do all this stuff, like this crazy shit, and then just twist it around. Hey guys, my bad, go support me on my new good thing that I'm doing, so that way he can profit eventually. I mean, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, the fact that he's going into this construction job and trying to get away from the internet, like that seems like a good sign.
I went down isn't the route for me. Obviously, I have a child as well, and I have to be there, not just for me, but for my child, for my child's mother, for my mother. I have to be there for a lot of people. It's not just me. So I need to put in the work and show the results.
Don't mess it up.
100%.
But the consequences for his actions are still following Bakari. Court cases are still ongoing for a lot of his pranks, and the case over the iPhone theft from all the way back in 2022 isn't closed yet either. Bakari
Was that? I'm confused. Was that a TikTok? Like, was that like a prank, or was that an actual thing?
was recently found guilty on that one, with the judge not buying his story from 2 years ago that his friend handed him the phone. He'll be sentenced mid-June and continues to pay fines for his past crimes. If nothing else, maybe the story of Mizzy can be a cautionary tale. And he says now he's also engaged, and his fiance's helping him learn patience. So hopefully, this can end up being a happy story in the end. If you like this video, you'll probably like my video about kicks.
You know, that honestly is like a pretty good ending. He didn't go to jail for a very long time. Like I'm pretty sure 18 weeks is like only a few months. Not that long, maybe, like, I don't know. But it, like, I don't know. That honestly seemed like a good ending. It seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like that was enough to, you know, put him off that path. I don't know, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this is a happy ending? Was he in the wrong? Was he in the right? Feel free to drop a like and sub. Join my Discord if y'all want to suggest some videos for me to watch. And yeah, peace, y'all.